Hi, this is Joy. My topic today is going to be Babylon, America. It's not my favorite subject, but the Lord said, speak about Babylon. So here we go again, okay? These are going to be prophecies concerning Babylon, America. The prophets Isaiah and Jeremiah predicted that Babylon would be conquered, rendered totally uninhabitable, and burned like Sodom and Gomorrah. Isaiah 13 and 14 predicts the total overthrow and desolation of Babylon. Jeremiah 50 and 51 details the extensive permanent destruction of the land. Isaiah 13:9 says, Behold, the day of the Lord comes, cruel with wrath and fierce anger, to make the land a desolation and to destroy its sinners from it. Jeremiah 53. Out of the north a nation has come up against her, which shall make her land a desolation, and none shall dwell in it, both man and beast shall flee. Verse 13. Because of the wrath of the Lord, she shall not be inhabited, but shall be an utter desolation. Verse 40. As when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and their neighboring cities, declares the Lord, so no man shall dwell there. Verse 31 and 32. I am against you, O proud one, declares the Lord God of hosts, for your day has come, the time when I will punish you. The proud one shall stumble and fall, with none to raise him up. I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it will devour all that is around him. Jeremiah 51:29. The land trembles and writhes in pain, for the Lord's purpose against Babylon stand to make the land of Babylon a desolation without inhabitant. Isaiah 13:19. Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, will be like Sodom and Gomorrah when God overthrew them. Revelation 17:16 and 17. And the 10 horns that you saw, they and the beast will hate the prostitute. They will make her desolate and naked, and devour her flesh, and burn her up with fire. For God has put it into their hearts to carry out his purpose by being of one mind and handing over their power to the beast until the words of God are fulfilled. Babylon is portrayed as having made the nations drunk with its sins and abominations, which led to divine judgment, ensuring her total desolation. Revelation 18 declares the fall of Babylon the Great. The fall serves as a promise that oppressors will not prevail forever. Babylon is doomed to national disgrace. Revelation 18:2. Fallen, fallen is Babylon the Great. She has become a dwelling place for demons, a haunt for every unclean spirit and unclean bird. Verse 3. All nations have drunk the wine of the passion of her sexual immorality. Revelation 14:8. Another angel saying, Fallen, fallen is Babylon the Great, she who made all nations drink the wine of the passion of her sexual immorality. Isaiah 21:9. Fallen, fallen is Babylon, and all the carved images of her gods he has shattered to the ground. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground without a throne, for you shall no more be called tender and delicate. Verse 2. Take the millstones and grind flour. Put off your veil, strip off your robe, uncover your legs, pass through the rivers. God describes the beginning of the slavery and the exile for Babylon, America, in verse 5. Sit in silence and go into darkness, for you shall no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. America will go into darkness and sit in silence, never again to be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Hosea 6, 1 and 3. Come, let us return to the Lord, for he has torn us, that he may heal us. He has struck us down, and he will bind us up. After 2 days he will revive us. On the third day he will raise us up, that we may live before him. See, 1 day with the Lord is 1,000 years. He revives us in the 2,000 years. He raises us up in the 3,000th year mark. Babylon, you see, is described as a woman, the mother of harlots, a prostitute. In Greek, that is porneia. The number one producer of pornography on earth is America, the number one nation for child human trafficking. Revelation 17:4 says, "The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, adorned with gold, jewels, and pearls, holding in her hand a golden cup full of abominations and impurities of her sexual immorality." Verse 5. She's a mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon was a golden cup in the Lord's hand, making all the earth drunken. The nations drank of her wine, therefore the nations went mad. Verse 8. Babylon has fallen and been broken. Wail for her. Take balm for her pain. Verse 9. Forsake her and go to your own country, for her judgment has reached up to heaven. Revelation 18:7 and 8, speaking of Babylon. In her heart she says, I sit as a queen, I am no widow, and sorrow I will never see. For this reason her plagues will come in 1 day, death and sorrow and famine, and she will be burned up with fire. For mighty is the Lord God who's judged her. Verse 23, all nations were deceived by her sorcery. Isaiah 47:7 through 15, speaking of Babylon. You said, I shall be a lady forever. Now hear this, you lover of pleasures, who sit securely, who say in your heart, I am and there is no other besides me. You say, I will not sit as a widow or know the loss of children. These 2 things shall come to you in 1 day. The loss of children and widowhood shall come upon you in full measure, in spite of your many sorceries and the great abundance of your enchantments. You trusted in your wickedness. You said, no one sees me. Your wisdom and your knowledge led you astray, and you said in your heart, I am and there is none beside me. Therefore, evil will come upon you, which you will not know from where it arises. Desolation shall come upon you suddenly. Verse 12. Stand now with your enchantments and the multitude of your sorceries. Verse 13. You are wearied in the multitude of your counsels. Let now your astrologers, stargazers, astrology, your monthly prognosticators, witchcraft, let them stand up and save you from these things that shall come upon you. Jeremiah 50:23. The hammer of the earth is cut down. Babylon has become a horror among the nations. The destruction of Babylon, America, demonstrates that no human power can stand against God's divine judgment. And believers are warned to come out of her to avoid sharing in her sins and subsequent judgment. Jeremiah 51:6. Flee Babylon and save your life. Do not die in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, the repayment of what he is rendering her. Revelation 18:4 and 5. Come out of her, my people, that you not partake of her sins, and you not receive her plagues, for her sins have reached heaven, and God has remembered them. So you see, Babylon will not be rebuilt. Babylon is here. It is America. Rome does not fulfill any of these descriptions of Babylon. There is no other nation in history with the wealth or military global dominance that describes Babylon as the United States of America. Prophets who proclaim otherwise are not sent by God. I posted another message titled Babylon, America's Doom on October 25th, 2025, of where each verse in Revelation 18 describes America perfectly. Feel free to listen to that. Shalom and have a good week.